correct?
Yes, this will be episode 5.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome to Bingu Choom and K-pop tunes. I'm Bingu, also known as Lacey,
And I'm Choom, also known as Reina.
and we're gonna get started with episode 5.
Yeah, it's a continuation episode though. So a couple episodes ago, we did a music videos that come for your neck, and about like halfway through, Lacey and I realized that we have no self-control.
Yeah, after the third one, I was like, there's no way. There's no way we're getting through all these.
Because what we did is we chose 22 music videos total. I thought we were doing top 10, and I thought we were just like listing them off, and then we were gonna narrow it down. But then we were like, we're just gonna do all of them.
It's too hard. They were all good.
So we got stuck doing a second episode, a part 2, which technically we didn't get stuck. It's not that bad of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna continue where we left off with my list from episode 3.
You forgot your disclaimer.
I haven't gotten there yet,
It's
Lacey.
right
I was gonna
there.
say, before we get started, I want to remind everyone that's listening, we don't claim to be experts or professionals. I can't even say this seriously now.
It's
We
okay.
don't claim to be experts or professionals on the topics that we discuss. If there's any information through our research that we present that's incorrect or out of date, please let us know. We're just two fans that are sharing our personal opinion while trying to have fun and be informative. But mainly, we're just here to have fun.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. So thank you for letting me get to that, Lacey.
I was just really impatient. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, since Lacey's impatient, let's just pick up where we left
Yes.
off. My last song discussed was 24K, still 24K. And we were on a theme of gangs and violence, and Reina really liking angsty things.
Yes, and is this a continuation?
No, this isn't. I mean, it's a continuation of the last episode and my list. This music video for this next group is dark.
It's dark.
Aesthetically.
She just likes dark stuff, y'all.
Visually, it's dark. They're in dark outfits, but it's not a dark music video. It's literally just a dance music video. I am sure. What?
Is this the same thing?
I don't remember. I just remember them dancing in Heelys.
You can talk about it, okay? I need to figure this out.
And if that doesn't give away who it is, it's Speed. What You is the name of the song. And the reason this video personally came from my neck is because they danced in Heelys. I couldn't even walk in Heelys. How are you gonna dance in Heelys?
This had
they were
drugs in it.
Did it really? I don't remember. I just remember the Heelys. Okay.
I knew it. I was like, Heelys and drugs?
Oh man, they were really cool kids.
They were. You can keep going.
I literally just chose it for the Heelys, though. Wow. I swear, I haven't seen this music video in a really long time, and I just remember this music video. Specifically, the song was after Zico's brothers, his older brother Taewoon was the leader of this group. He departed from the group, and I remember this song came out after his departure, and I was really upset. But then I watched the music video and listened to the song, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm not upset anymore. I really like this group. But now they're disbanded, so it doesn't even matter.
Doesn't matter
this
what
is completely waste. MBK Entertainment really knows how to waste some talent.
Yeah, they really do.
Their earlier songs, they were doing flips and stuff in the choreography. And now, like, this one, they're dancing in Heelys, and they got on music shows and on stages and danced in Heelys.
I never got the privilege of Heelys.
I did, but Bingo and I were actually discussing before we pressed record that I couldn't even walk in Heelys. And when I say that, I'm not kidding. I'm really clumsy. I had Heelys, but after like a week of them, I took the wheels out because I would accidentally drag my heel or my foot in such a way that the wheel would like engage and I would slip and fall on my ass.
Well, you did your best.
So I took them out and I was like, being a cool kid ain't worth it.
I wish I had them. Anyway, I thought the Heelys were silly. Like watching the video, I was like, oh, Heelys. I don't know why. I think it's because it's such a that was a time, literally. Heelys were a time. And that was it.
They were
You've
their own
never
turn.
seen Heelys
I was like, what?
after that.
Yeah, no, after that, I think it was like 5th or 6th grade,
Oh.
maybe 4th.
Was it?
I was a kid. Like, I wasn't
Oh,
even,
yeah.
I was a kid.
Yeah. And then I got older and then I saw the Heelys thing pop off again. And then I was just like, these kids are just
Did it
rolling
really
all
pop
over the
off?
place.
I don't remember it popping off. I just remember them dancing in Heelys though, and me being really impressed because, like I've repeated, I can't walk in Heelys. So the fact that they were dancing in Heelys, I was just like, they have much more talent than I ever will have, and I'm kind of jealous of that. I don't know what else to say. That's why it came from my neck, though, was the Heelys. Like, yeah, the Heelys were their own thing, their own time, but I was
I
really
think
impressed.
this is the only video where I'm just like, I respect your decision.
But I
I
don't
don't
agree. Well, then let's go into the next video because I know you will
Oh,
agree with
yeah.
this one. 4Minute is one of my favorite girl groups that's also disbanded. Man,
Literally all the girl groups are just.
I was just gonna say though, I'm on like a track right now of choosing groups that have disbanded.
Don't
Like,
say that.
I guess I really do like AIMS.
Don't you ever say that. But I feel like all the groups we do like have disbanded. So
A lot of the
so
ones
the
that,
video
yeah.
that she wants to talk about is 4-minute volume up.
Man, this was hot when it
Oh
came
my
out.
god, it was crazy. It was I just remember listening or even watching this video, I was just blown, especially with the vocal range in the song. Blew my mind. It was just I guess I just didn't feel this type of energy, or it's been a while since I felt the type of energy from a girl group with the song Volume Up because 4-minute has always, I think they've always done pretty upbeat songs. Let me see what other.
Upbeat, yeah.
But this was just, I think the vocal range was just insane to me. It was just so different and it was kind of more, I want to say classy, not classy, but it was classy for them.
It was like it was classy for them. It was like a sexy,
Yeah,
sophisticated for them.
sophisticated.
Is how I
Yes,
describe
that's a
it.
good word.
But it's like funny when I watched the music video again, thinking about it, because it's definitely a concept that I'd probably describe as like early girl crush
Mm-hmm.
as well, before they kind of figured out what the concept itself is. But it was also very like a sophisticated, sexy,
Mm-hmm.
like the outfits that they had on and the dancing, and then like Hyuna's parts with the dancers.
Phenomenal. Sensational.
Yeah, seriously. It really was.
I really liked it. I would also argue this music video, and Crazy, because Crazy was like,
Crazy was really that's actually one of my favorite songs. So I was really torn, but I feel like this being one of their earlier songs was more profound. And I remember this song often, before people even knew it was like K-pop, I would hear it being played as like background music for advertisements and
what?
stuff sometimes. Like I would hear it in like videos and stuff, like before, you know how a lot of people put music in the start of their videos or like loading screens, like they'll have like music playing. Maybe not commercials, but I would remember like hearing it I feel like there were a couple commercials on TV that I at least heard it in, waiting for like like something to start, I would hear the instrumental in the background and I would be like, why is the song so familiar? And then like hours later, I'd be like, holy crap,
That's
that was four
weird.
minute.
I've never experienced that. I've only experienced that with Big Bang.
It's happened with this song for me personally multiple times, which is another reason that I chose this, because I feel like this was such a good song that clearly everyone liked it enough to put the instrumental.
I still listen to it. I still listen to everything on this list.
I still listen, yeah, same, but like I still listen to a lot of
They're
4 minute
good
songs.
songs. They make good
I just
songs.
remember they do. I just remember though this song, it was just really pretty, and
Mhm.
like their outfits were really pretty, the visuals were really pretty. The guys that were in the music video were kind of like, it was clear that the girls were in
Yeah.
charge of everything, and I don't know, it was like there was some fantasy aspects mixed in, and then like the sexiness of it was still, like I said, very sophisticated. Like they looked stunning, but then there were parts with like Hyuna and the backup dancers that I was just like, whoa,
It was very
whoa.
I think
I just
I don't know, it was a 4-minute
It
music
was a
video.
profound, yeah, no, it definitely was. This was something that I feel like only 4 minute could
Mhm.
really pull off. It was a concept that like Girls' Day and Sistar are good at sexy, like really sexy, but 4 minute is good at like this kind of like sophisticated, like sexy where it's
Mhm.
almost threatening, if that makes sense. Like they definitely gave off the vibes of like, I could step on you with my heel and probably kill you.
Step on my neck. That's what it was.
So this next song I'm excited for because it's one of my old groups, but it's like
Mhm.
their subunit. It is Black B's Bastards, and I chose Zero for Conduct.
Man, I forgot how
Um,
provocative this video was until I watched it
right?
again,
That's why it came
and
for my neck.
I understood why it came for your neck. It was very provocative for a K-pop video. Wow.
It's actually funny because if you're not logged into YouTube and you are trying to
Mhm.
watch this music video, it tells you that it might not be suitable
'Cause
for some audiences.
somebody
It warns you.
smacks somebody's butt. 2 girls.
Oh my god. It's such a
It
Block B
is.
thing
It
though.
was very Block
It is such a Block B thing though. I remember that's why this is on the list. I don't remember, this was their debut, but not their debut in the way that they had a pre-release before this and then they released this song after, and it was all on the
Mhm.
same mini album. So it was kind of like a double title, but this is the one that they promoted, and even the lyrics are kind of like,
Raunchy? Is it
what? Yeah.
It's
But it's such a Block B
I
thing though.
think it's v it's just so different if you think about
It is, but that's also a Block B thing too, and that's why I really like it, and that's why I put it on this list, is because it was like, yeah, very provocative. You had the girls dancing around in lingerie, but in like
Mhm.
plastic, and like they were in
Mhm.
a slaughterhouse sort of thing.
There's a lot of
And
things
then you
going on.
have B-Bomb and his butt
He
touch.
slaps both of these girls' asses, and I was just like, "Oh, okay. Own it. Alright."
It's so funny too because he's one of the quietest members. He's like super shy, and so seeing
It's
him do
always the
that, I was
quiet
just like,
ones.
mm. This is true.
But it was really good. It was a
It
really
just
good video.
It yeah, no, it's one of my favorites, and it's actually of Block B's subunit Bastars. It's my favorite song because it's super catchy. The choreography is super catchy, and the music video is just so Block B. Like it's got their personality, Yukwon, B Bomb, and Pyo's
Mhm.
personality, while still being very Block B. Only they would do something this like crazy, in your face,
Mhm.
sexy kind of still. Like I would definitely still say like they all look really
Duh.
hot.
They look
The outfits
good.
that they
Are you
had
kidding
on,
me?
B Bomb's leather
Ugh.
jacket. So it was still
Yeah.
like sexy, boy group sexy, but it was also block B crazy, what the heck is going on here? Only they would do this sort of thing.
It was great, guys. Hurry up and put out another one.
It's really great. They had a comeback a few months ago.
I didn't watch it.
It was good.
Did I watch it? I don't think I watched it. That sounds like a time where I just didn't know what was going on.
For some reason I can't think of the name of the title song, which is very bad on me.
Help Me?
What the heck? No, I'm a mess. That's
I'm
what
a
it is.
mess. I'm looking it up.
I'm a mess. They looked really good. They all had like suits. It was another one of those. Well, it's a Black Beat thing. You have to watch it. It's good. It wasn't like my favorite
Mhm.
song from the subunit, but the comeback was like a couple months ago, maybe 3, borderline 4 months ago. So it was recent. They're trying to get out.
The album is I'm a Mess, and they put out a music video called Help Me. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm adding that to my watch queue.
Yes. Watch. Do it. I just really loved Zero for Conduct though, because it was one of those things where you watched it and definitely like the girls
Mhm.
walking around in the lingerie and the like plastic bodysuits in the slaughterhouse and then them being like vampires at the end. I was just like I would be afraid to watch this music video anywhere
Duh.
outside of my house. I would be afraid to show this music video to anybody that maybe doesn't know Block
Well,
B
I
and what they're
mean,
capable of. But
I watch a lot of hip hop videos, so not that crazy for me, but they were definitely on the edge of being
I
on
mean,
like BET Uncut. I would just say that. And if the people know what BET Uncut is, you know. So I don't know. That's why it shocked me.
it's such a Block B thing, though. That's why I'm like, I wasn't really phased by it, but like putting it into perspective, I definitely would be like, I don't know. I'd be really
I
particular who
wouldn't
I
just be
showed
showing this to my mom and
this
dad.
one to. No, definitely not. You would have to be a very close friend. But I really
Hmm.
also, their visuals were really good. And the choreography was a lot of fun. I loved the choreography
Hmm.
parts in the song. Okay, we're going, well, that one had low key blood and gore. We're
This
going back
one
into
had
blood and gore,
it
though.
was just everywhere. Go ahead.
So I really like this song though, and this group. They're very underrated. This music video though, definitely be warned if you do watch it after listening to this podcast. There is a lot of blood and gore, so this is like a trigger warning. If you cannot handle these things and
Do
cannot
not watch
handle
it.
violence, it does get.
Just don't.
Do not watch it. It does hint at
It's
a lot of
very
traumatic
it is
stuff.
very violent. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a lot. However, I really loved this whole music video. It was very
I did too. So it's cross. Did I say it was cross jeans, black and white? I
oh,
don't
I don't
remember.
know. I don't remember either. Just introduce it again. Who's the group?
It's it's cross jean, and it's the
Okay.
video black or white. And I'm glad that you liked it, despite like the insanity of it.
Listen, I watch Game of Thrones. I'm fine.
Well, okay, one thing that really drew me to this
Mhm.
video in particular is the fact that it really reminded me of some of VIXX's
You
stuff.
know what's funny?
In
You
the
wanna know
fact
what's
that it was
funny? Somebody in the comments said that.
what you have VIXX.
Yeah. They said
Really?
they
Did you read the
specifically
comment? I
said,
didn't even.
"Who took" I'm gonna find it. You can talk about the video. They compared VIX and BAP, and I really need to figure out what that comment said because
VIXX and BAP or
I'm gonna find the comment. It was funny to me. I can't believe I can't remember the comment. Hold on.
okay, well, while Bingu finds the comment, I just really liked the insanity of this music video, and like literally, it's insane. They're like being tormented.
Mhm.
Each of the members are being tormented by another member.
Their
That's
doppelganger?
I don't know if it's their doppelganger. I don't know if it's what's happening, but like they
I
is
think
it
it's
a doppelganger or is it one
I
of the
feel
other
like it's a
members? I think it's just
doppelganger
one of
because
the.
they're killing themselves.
Did they? Oh, maybe I have to go back and watch this again. It was so, like,
It
insane,
very
though, and
yeah.
psychotic, and there was just that it was just something that I haven't seen in K-pop. Like, VIXX does
This
concepts
just
like
took
this,
it a
but
step further
even
because it was it they were
this yeah.
out. Like, they literally killed each other. That's what it was.
Yeah, and they didn't hide it in the music video either. They were flat out killing each other, and it was just some of the stuff too that was going on. It was just so, like, mind-blowing, like
I'll explain I'll explain one scene because I thought it was silly. So one of them was like he was in the bathroom, right? And in the tub, it was just it's like one of those scary movie concepts. It's just filled with blood and you don't know why it's there. And he saw it, right? And he just started like gagging. And when he started doing that, I was like, "Oh my god, just get out the bathroom."
right
But I
away.
found the
You're the one
comment.
that dies first.
Somebody in the comments said, "Is this a BAP script edited by VIX?" And I thought it was funny. I was like, "I can see it. I can see it."
Like it, upvote it.
370 people upvoted it, and 4 people replied. So everybody agrees.
But along with that one though, there's like a member that nails himself in
Yeah,
a coffin, and then
I just wanted to know how he got out.
like I don't care about anything else. And then the member that was in the TV that, like, you could tell he was like losing his
Yeah.
mind and he kept like imagining things and like seeing things that weren't there.
And then homeboy with the bat, that
Yeah,
was a
the
lot.
bat thing, that was just violent. The the one though where he was in the TV room along with the like blood in the
Mhm.
bathroom, the one where he was in the TV room, that one was really crazy because that member kept seeing himself in like
Mhm.
places that he shouldn't, so it was like reflection. And I remember he picked up the glass and then like his reflection in the
Yep.
glass like
Yep.
slit his
I
throat
was
and then
like,
all of a
"Oh."
sudden he was dead.
Honestly, the bat scene got me because homeboy went in.
Went
He was
hard.
on a mission to make sure that he wanted the other guy would just not get up. It was over. I was like, "This is crazy. This is you're all crazy. You're all crazy."
That's the thing though. It was
And
crazy. It
then
was like so
I'm just
psychotic.
gonna keep bringing up things that confuse me. Um, the guy with the scalpel. How are you gonna kill somebody with a scalpel? How did it make that big of a gash? I just have questions. It was a lot of blood for a little tiny scalpel. You could have I don't know. That's just how I feel. And then the guy that was in the bathroom, that floor, it was just nothing but blood. And he got out that tub
But
and
blood.
he just slid down outside of the tub. And I was like, why don't you put some shoes on? This is really gross. That was honestly, that was the part that made me shiver. The fact that his bare
You
feet
can,
touched that
yeah,
floor.
yeah,
I was like, that was it.
we're on. You're
I
gonna
was like, that
get
was
an
gross. That's
infection.
really gross. But when they all killed themselves, the transition of them
uh,
being like, I guess they were in heaven because the whole thing transformed into nothing but white.
the
And
white,
that's when I
yeah.
was just like, you know what? I like this video. And then they're back alive. And I was like, well, I'm just confused, but it was cool.
Okay, but did you the thing though that I like about them coming back to life is the fact that they're confused. You can tell that they're very confused. They don't know like the the guy that slid down on the
He had
bathroom
the best
floor.
actor.
He looks like completely lost. He's like, "Why am I in?"
He did a really job.
But you can see all of them wake up and they're confused and it just adds to
How how did you get out the coffin? How did you get out the coffin? Why is it raining outside the coffin?
Okay,
Was the
is the
rain
rain really an
like
important question?
God saying raise up from the dead? I just have questions. Comment what you guys think because I was confused, but I really, really liked the video.
I'm glad you did because this was like gory like my other videos that I
Oh
chose, but
yeah.
in a different way. This was more
Watch
like
this
a
next month.
horror.
It's Halloween month.
concept.
Just, don't get any popcorn.
Yeah,
Just
definitely,
watch it.
it fits. This next one too, don't get any popcorn just in case your stomach's not ready. This next music video though too, in a more subtle way, is good for the Halloween season
Oh, this one
and
was a really good one too.
the, like, theme. So it's by the, group
Mhm.
K.A.R.D, and it's actually one of my favorite songs, "You and Me." Um, I I thought it was, like, such a cute kind of, well, not cute, but, like, nice? I don't know how to explain it. Like, okay, well, let me explain. Like, when I went into watching it, I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be, like, a nice, like, coupley music video, them talking maybe about
Got
their
really
breakup,"
dark.
and then it got, uh,
I can say
twisted.
that
Yeah, it got really dark.
this was already gonna be different because it's a co-ed group, and I don't think there's ever well, there has been a co-ed group, but that was for that was forever
There
ago.
has been a co-ed group. Well, that's where, actually, going backtracking a little, speed. The members, three of the members, four of the members, maybe in that group, before Taewoon left,
Oh,
were in
yeah.
the group
Yeah.
co-ed, which was the co-ed group, one of the first co-ed groups. Um, since then, I think K.A.R.D is the first co-ed group to really come back onto the scene. Though that being said, depending on when this podcast is released, in August, I believe, another co-ed group that's a lot
What?
bigger than K.A.R.D debuted. I don't know what they're called. It's something Tigers.
I've never seen anything about that group. What? I need to look them up.
They just debuted.
However, I was watching a video, I was like, they're being all gross and coupley." I never feel comfortable watching stuff
I
like that,
got
so I was cringing the entire time until they dropped that filter, and both of these guys were dead, and I was like, "Oh, y'all are crazy. This is what this is. You guys are psycho. You can't let go and let God. Like, you."
It wasn't even
Yeah,
like I told you, I thought it was gonna be like a breakup song because they're at a motel. One of them's like a fancy couple. One of them's a kind of not so fancy couple.
kind of like a rebellious, life is kind of hard couple.
Couple, yeah. But they're both at this like danky motel, and so I was like,
I don't know, the other girl looked like it was a nice hotel. They had wine and a nice table.
I think it
Somebody had
Oh,
first
maybe.
class
Maybe
and
it was just
somebody
a
else
different
didn't.
room in the hotel. I don't know. Either way though, it was definitely a video where I was like, "Oh, it's going to be like a breakup song. They're at a hotel. Nothing ever goes right with relationships when you end up at a hotel." But then, like you said, yeah, they dropped that filter and I was like, "Oh my god, these girls, like you said, are psychotic. They probably killed their boyfriends and then they couldn't give up on their love for their boyfriends, so they're literally just grooming them and going on as if nothing
I mean,
happened."
they had a mental breakdown there, but they got it back together. Yeah. Yeah, it was very
Somin
good.
had the real mental breakdown. She did really good acting, honestly.
That was a very good
But yeah,
video.
that was crazy. It was one of those things. It was, and it's one of my favorite songs by them too. But it
Mhm,
was one of those things where it was like I didn't expect it,
mhm.
and I thought it was just gonna be like a breakup song, but it kind of went deeper than that. Especially the music video and the acting. I really like that they had the dance scenes because I feel like they were necessary. But I really like how the acting was portrayed throughout, and I like how it was spread throughout.
Yeah, I can agree with everything you just said because that's the only song I do like from them. I don't really like any of their other songs.
Really? Did you listen to their comeback that they
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
just recently had?
I
Dumb
mean,
Litty?
no disrespect, but I
Okay.
don't like a lot of their songs.
Jimothy liked it.
And I don't I try, but
Okay. That's fair.
this song is definitely something I can put on repeat.
It was. It was one of the ones that I really liked. Okay, so this next song just recently came out, and it's one of my kind of
Mhm.
favorite releases of early summer, late spring. It's by the group Stray Kids.
Why do you like it? I'm just trying to mix things up.
Because it was a trip. I don't know if that was a play on the title for side effects, but it was a trip. I was confused. What the heck? I did a music video. No, I didn't do a
I
music
don't
video. Did I?
know.
I did a reaction. I
Hmm.
did some sort of reaction to this. I did some sort of, maybe not a music video reaction, maybe it was an album reaction, but I did some sort of reaction to this. And even now, this song kind of like knocks the breath out of you. And if you watch the music video while listening to it, it just like
I can admit
knocks the breath out of you, but also confuses you.
I was very confused with this video. I was just very confused for you. I mean, for the video, so I can't even tell you
I liked Stray Kids and I was confused.
how I the dancing was crazy. I can admit that. It was really good.
The dancing, okay, I would love to see this live someday because the choreography video of this song is actually my favorite.
Flashing lights did not do their dancing any justice. I feel like that I get why they did the flashing lights.
Yeah, no, I get it too, especially with the lyrics of the song.
Yeah, but when they take it out, oh my god, you really you see the exact movements they do
Yeah.
because the flashing light thing just
You need to go watch the choreography version of this because the camera work for it is so good. It's so good. And then it's actually funny because I get the flashing lights because I think it's either Changbin or Chan
mhm.
yelled in Korean like right before the beat
Yeah,
drops.
I caught on to
Literally
that.
what he yells in Korean is my head hurts. So I get the flashing lights. There's a theory going around though in the Stay fandom that
Mhm.
this is like a prequel to some of their other songs. So like this
Oh.
happens
Well,
before
that would
they
make
debut song
sense.
like Elevator, and this
Mhm.
is like, and then that cityscape that they see in the sky, that's from the song that came just before this, Miro. So people are like
Well, that would make sense.
speculating that this is before everything. I don't know if it I don't know if it means it's like before they became Stray Kids or that sort of thing, but it kind of adds to like, or kind of explains some of the like confusion of
Mhm.
it. But I really liked the song and the music video because of the confusion of everything and the title of the song and the lyrics, the like my head hurts sort of thing. But when I think it was Hyunjin, let me backtrack. I was watching it.
I'm not gonna know.
I know you're not gonna know the members. I think it was Hyunjin and
Mhm.
Jisung when they
What's
start
happening?
fighting randomly. I was like, "What the?" Or maybe it was Sungmin. I can't even tell what's going on. But yeah, they just started fighting randomly, and I was like, "What's happening?" And then they all started running towards the members that were fighting, and I was like, "I don't understand what's going on. Why?" This was just one that me personally, it came from my throat because of the insane. You could
Yeah.
tell even through the flashing, you can tell how insane that choreography is, and then the concept of it, you can tell that like there's something deeper here going on.
Yeah. Well, you and 33 million people thought the same thing or had similar thoughts. I didn't know. That's a lot of views. 33 million views. That's crazy. Good for you guys, honestly.
They're one of my favorite rookie groups, close up with a tease and One Us. So I should give you homework to check them out.
You really should.
Jeremy likes them too. He even admitted that he would go see a K-pop or like a concert of them with me.
Oh. Okay. I need to watch some more of their
Yeah,
videos then.
yeah.
Well, guess what guys? I'm gonna start talking again because the last half is more songs that I've ended up putting down.
That she ended on. But this next song, I can agree with 110%. And it's funny because we were just talking
Yes.
about them.
So the next group is VIXX with the music video Voodoo Doll. Similar to what we were talking about with Cross Gen with Black or White. VIXX with a
Do not watch this
oh my
if
god.
you are
Like
triggered
I didn't even
by
watch the whole thing
uh
again. I saw an eyeball and I was like, I was like, "I remember, I don't need to look
Well,
anymore."
there's also they show the skin
Oh,
being cut, they also
yeah.
show, like, the hook in the
Yeah.
skin and, like, pulling the
Yeah.
skin. This was a music video that definitely
Encompasses a voodoo doll.
well, yeah, but also I remember watching this and thinking, like, "This is not anything I've ever seen in K-pop before." It made my stomach turn, like,
Really?
it did a flip. Well, because the stuff that they show at the start, I was just like, "Oh my gosh, what am I getting into?"
It's very gross. It's graphic, and even the members, their costumes are, I mean, it's different. It's totally different from any video I've ever seen from a K-pop group. It's very rare that you see something this, what's the word? It's not provocative, just
Gruesome?
raw or just
Yeah,
in your
raw.
face of gore, because
It was
other
gruesome.
than VIXX, I wouldn't have ever known, CrossGen did something like that too. That's the
Yeah.
only 2 I can think of.
Off the top of
Mhm.
my head. This stuff too was a lot more gory and gruesome than I'm used to seeing, but the vibes of like these eras of VIX's years
Mhm.
and doing these dark fantasy concepts and these just dark concepts in general, this really reminded me of like J-pop
Oh.
because they always had like the spooky
Yeah, that's true.
horror kind of
Mhm.
themes going on, but I don't think even in J-pop I ever saw anything like this
No, this is
intense.
very intense. And VIX's music, or at least in this time, I'm not sure if they still have this type of aesthetic with their music, but it's very like they have a very certain sound that I think stands out with
They do.
K-pop. I can't really describe what that's similar to because it's not EDM. I guess it's kind of retro, kind of, but it's not on the same level as Teen Top. So,
No. Teen Top is another group though that has their own like sound too. Like even with their newer
mhm.
releases with Eljo gone from the group.
Oh, that makes me sad.
I know. Even with Eljo gone from the group though, their new release that just came out recently,
Mhm.
I still was just like, man, this sounds like Teen Top, and it's kind of nostalgic listening to like Teen Top because it sounds like them, and it no matter how they change throughout the years or what concepts they
Mhm.
try, it's got their personality, is what I would say, and like VIX has a personality
Definitely.
to their music.
Yeah. So I just felt like, and their dancing is really good. It's very,
VIX's dancing is
yeah.
insane. Honestly, their concepts are insane. Like I in the last episode I was talking about how like Shiny isn't afraid to experiment. VIX is not afraid to
That's
experiment
very
either.
true. So that's why I think this video comes for your neck, because it's not of the norm. I feel like once you listen to one VIX song, you're just gonna get lost in all the other ones. It's a trap because they're all good. They're just, they have such a good sound. But before I just start saying the same thing over and over again, you mentioned J-pop, and if I'm being completely honest, this next group we're gonna talk about reminds me of J-pop and J-rock, and
Yes.
that is the girl group
Yes.
Dreamcatcher and their music video
Who
"Chase Me."
I
And
loved.
let me tell you,
I loved them.
when I first saw this video, this is what I just felt. I was like, "Is this the anime opening? Is this what I always wanted?" It
Right?
it till this day, I have the same hype over Chase Me because it gives you that much energy, and they give you it's K-rock, like, I don't know, it's like a good mixture
Yeah.
of a little bit of pop, but it's definitely some rock music in there.
More rock. And they've kept that concept. I don't know if you're following them because it's kind of
Oh,
funny
I am.
that you put them on this list because you definitely introduced me to them, knowing that I'm very particular about my
Mhm.
girl groups. You introduced me
I
to them,
remember
and
showing you, and I was like, "Bro,
yeah,
bro."
I remember freaking out and thinking the same thing. It sounded like J rock and J pop, and I was like, did I just listen to an anime opening or watch like a J pop
And the
music
way
video?
they
And I remember showing my boyfriend Jeremy too, and being like, "Dude, you have to like listen to this." And now I own 2 of their albums.
Oh
I
my
really love
god,
these girls.
and they're so good because when you first listen to their stuff, you just have no you don't know where the song is about to take you. Like Chase Me, you don't see it. Like you see it in the visuals, like something bad is going on. They do the very like their concept is very I can only compare it to like, oh, it's thundering outside. I'm sorry if you hear something. It's very, like Japanese music videos. It's
Yeah.
the, like, spooky, creepy hotel with something going on in it. It definitely they dress similar to, like I feel like there's, like, a small touch of Gothic Lolita in Chase Me or even with the whole feel of the video.
Yeah, no, definitely the gothic Lolita. That's what dragged me in. I was like, that's the feel that I got from it.
And then it's just they I won't say they're innocent, but they are. But there's definitely a mysterious factor that plays really well with Dreamcatcher. And then they hit you across the face with the rock and their hardcore dancing, their vocal range. It's just it blows me away every time. And every song is great. I've never heard a bad song.
Yes. No, I like all of their title songs know how to hit
Mhm.
hard
And
too.
maybe it's because I love the surprise and just the hardcore, rock
And they're the only
factor.
one doing this concept too.
Yeah, they are. They're the only girl group. No, they're just the only K-pop group.
The only group, K-pop group. Like there's K-rock
Nobody
bands that play
does
instruments, but they're the only ones that
maybe
are
it's
like
metal. Maybe
dancing.
it's, like, more metal than, like, rock. I don't know. It's both. Nobody's doing it okay. They're the only ones that are doing it. Whoever came up with the concept for this group is a genius. They knew exactly what they were doing, and it's just great to see a group that's just completely different, insanely different, and I just had to put them on the list because once I put Voodoo Doll down, I was like, "Oh my god, what about Dreamcatcher?" But I didn't know you had 2 albums from them.
Yeah, I bought the last 2 times that I went to California, I bought an album each time. I really like them. They're definitely on top of one of my favorite girl groups.
Okay, so the next group, I know if we did not mention this group, something would have been wrong with us anyway.
At least you chose a music video and song that I like though. Like this is
But
probably
I do feel
one
like
of my
even if
favorites.
this group well, even if this song is definitely overplayed now, when it first came out, it was a game changer to me.
Yeah, no, seriously, it hit in a way that was not the same as anybody else and what was being released. They hit the aesthetic music video aesthetics, I think, because like a lot more in the newer
Mhm.
stuff, you see music videos being like very aesthetic now. They hit
Artistic.
it. I think
Yeah, they definitely did
they
that.
kind of did it first.
I I can I can agree to that. So who we're talking about is BTS and their music video Blood, Sweat and Tears. Man, I remember the day this came out. I remember watching it and I was just I was blown away not only by the dance out of this world.
I'm probably gonna get a little bit of hate for this. I don't really care, but BTS choreographies get played up a lot. I feel like
What?
when there's a lot of other choreographies that I feel like are more difficult. This one, however,
Mhm.
I love this choreography so much. And of all the choreographies that like people are like, oh, BTS like does really hard choreographies and they're always in sync and that sort of thing, this is one that I've always been insanely impressed by. I do not know how they danced like that or they moved like that.
I We would have to argue about this or discuss it because I feel like every routine they've done, I'd have to look back on routines, but I know the ones I could remember.
I'm not saying that they're
I know
like
what you mean.
not
Yeah.
difficult, but I feel like it gets played up a
Well,
lot that it's like BTS has the most difficult choreographies.
I
And
think
I'm
you need
like,
to remember that it's a lot of new fans that probably say some of the stuff that you're
no,
mentioning.
I think it's old fans too.
Oh, this is just another topic because I don't want to just step on toes with BTS fandom because
Yeah, we'll have to discuss it. No, I don't wanna we'll have to discuss this another day, but this Blood, Sweat, and Tears is actually one of my favorite songs by them, and it's actually one of my favorite choreographies. I could
it's my
watch
favorite choreography in the music video. Like,
and music video. I could watch J-Hope
why are they
do
all beautiful? I just don't
they are so
understand.
I the outfits for this era
Mhm.
too, man, those hit. I
Y'all did that.
oof, I
Y'all
could
did that.
watch seriously, they looked so good, so fancy and like
Yes.
classy.
I mean, I don't think there's
I
much we
love
should even say about Blood, Sweat, and Tears. I feel like everybody knows about it. Everybody knows about BTS.
yeah.
Everybody knows about Blood, Sweat, and Tears and how that just like the aesthetic movement was definitely like it blew up.
I think it blew up here. It's where you started to see it
Yeah,
more
because I do
in K-pop
remember.
music
I
videos.
remember before BTS, like Zion T did the aesthetic stuff. I remember that.
Yeah.
That was I didn't want to put him on on this list. I feel like I just didn't want to put him on the list because I just didn't. I was getting too carried away. Anyway, I'm gonna switch up the last two because I feel like one of these groups deserves the last just the ending, you know what I mean? So the next
Yes.
one I'm going to get into is Red Velvet in their music video Dum Dum. Now this came up literally before you got home probably because I was just sitting there and I was just like there's a music video I've been obsessed with for a very long time and it was Dum Dum and I was like for me visuals with Red Velvet are always very nice. But Dum Dum, it was so quirky and out of this world that I can't help myself but to put it on this list.
I really like Dum Dum too because my favorite era from them was actually Ice Cream
Mhm.
Cake. And the quirkiness of this had a lot of that like ice cream cake quirkiness. Like you could still feel it.
It was like very energetic. It had a lot of like pop art visuals I really enjoyed. It had a lot of I won't say modern, but who's the artist I'm thinking of? He did the Marilyn Monroe paintings.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, but I don't know the
How can we
name.
not know this guy's name? Like we know this guy's name because he used to be a big deal. Oh my god. I got this is gonna drive me crazy. I have to look it up. But it's just that vibrant color, different patterns, not only with what am I trying to say? Like they did a lot of overlays, they did a lot of shots with multiple figures, like the members. I thought that was really cool. I just feel like
Oh yeah, the
yeah, I just feel like
dancing.
the team really just did whatever they wanted with the video. Like they just wanted to represent the song as much as they could visually. And I feel like this was a music video that it was so successful in that. And it's one of the videos that for me that makes me appreciate the song even more. So for me it just the video really made me love the song more because before I was just like I don't know about this song. It's very repetitive and I don't know. But watching it with the video, I was obsessed with the song. That was it.
Yeah, it hits a little bit different. I can agree with that. It is really aesthetic though, like pleasing, especially with like that pop
Mhm.
art feel. Like it's more of a like minimalistic
I
kind
want to
of.
say I get what you mean by minimal, but it's not
Minimal but
so it's I can
modern.
agree with modern. Like modern pop art vibe.
Yeah.
So that that video continues to blow me away. I think about it till this day. It's just very great job, creative team, whoever was in charge of that, all the designers, all the film, all the photographers. It's great.
It's a
Yeah.
fun music video.
And last but not least, I'm so glad I put them on this list and I'm so glad I watched the video again.
I'm glad that this one made it onto the end because you love them.
I I will always love them. And this is Ladies Code with the music video Galaxy. Now, I can completely understand if people don't know about Ladies Code because from the start never got the recognition they deserved, which is very unfortunate because the vocals on this team are phenomenal. Honestly, the music videos that they've been putting out have been great. Unfortunately, the tragic events that happened with the group still, I mean, affect me till this day. It makes me really upset. And I don't want to go into too much details, but Galaxy was their first video put out after the events that happened with the group.
After, yeah.
And for me,
That is oh, sorry, I'll let you
no,
continue.
what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that is one thing that plays into the whole, like, they haven't gotten the recognition that they
Mhm.
deserve. They were still rookies when the accident
Yeah,
happened, and obviously, like, you're not just gonna go
right.
through that and not take a break. Like, they had to. Like, that was just something.
Hmm.
You don't just train and grow up with these people that end up being family and then have something like that
Yeah,
happen and not be affected. And it sucks because they were a rookie group, so not a lot of people knew them. That
but
happened.
they were so phenomenal. So
Well, they were, but they just didn't have the
no,
time to, like,
they
get
didn't.
known. And then the tragedy happened, and then after that, they obviously had to go on a hiatus. So it was just unfortunate.
Mhm. So for the people that don't know about Ladies Code, I really don't wanna get this wrong. So at the beginning, Ladies Code had 5 members, and a car accident occurred during their time together, and 2 of the members unfortunately passed away. It was very heartbreaking hearing or reading about the events that played out because as a fan across the sea.
Not only that, we were hearing about it on social media as
Yeah, it was live reports, and we were just
yeah.
kind of everybody was just hoping that everyone would be okay, and unfortunately, 2 of the members passed away, which led to the hiatus of Ladies Code, and it was a very, very long time until they put out the song Galaxy, and visually, as well as with the lyrics, it was very beautiful and emotional. And I can guarantee you, if you watch this video, you will love it because it holds all the artistic elements that you would want in a video. The vocals are very serene like and emotional. I just think everybody should watch the video, and it is emotional. Like you really feel for this group, and if I listen to the song too much, I start getting emotional about it because they really put their hearts and soul into the video. But I really just wanted to end off with Galaxy because it was just kind of like them. It was just them like let me hold on. I just don't want to get this wrong. I think it was just kind of like them acknowledging their feelings with everything that's been going on with them. And for it to be visually shown in a video was just very touching. So I love it. One of the members actually has a YouTube channel, and I've been watching her stuff. And it's just very nice to see that they're actually coming back out. And I wish nothing but the best for them. I can't wait for their new song to come out, and I can't wait to bug you guys about it because that group will always have my heart and I will stand forever. And that's going to conclude with our music videos that come for your neck.
K-pop videos that yeah, K-pop music videos that come for your
And I
neck.
don't know, maybe we'll probably do more in the future, honestly, because there's so many out there.
There's really we probably
Ugh,
barely even touched the
not
surface of all
even.
of it. And speaking of music videos that come for your neck, by the time this podcast gets released, this music video will probably be out. But I
Oh, are
gave
you going to talk about who I think you're going to talk about?
well, yeah, because I gave you the homework to watch the
Okay, so we're
teasers.
talking about Super M, y'all.
Did,
Like, I jokingly put them on this list because I already know we're something is happening.
well, I told you to watch the teasers
Wow.
anyway, like two
And then
episodes ago now. And then episode 3 was too long, so I was like,
we
we'll
were
just
supposed
talk
to
about
talk
it
about it at the
next
beginning,
time.
but it's the end. However, these teasers, I've never felt this excited about a group in a very long time. And the Super M teasers, wow. Just wow. This is everything I ever wanted in a teaser for every member. I have no idea what this song is about to sound like, but if the album or the song is anything like what I've been hearing in these teasers, take my money. Just take it.
It's gonna be good. Yeah, take my money. I feel like Mark spoiled half of the song in his teaser though. He just did like a whole
It
rap and I
was
was like,
fire.
okay,
It was
are those your
fire.
lines?
And
It
Kai was
was
just
though. It
dancing his
was.
life away.
Okay, but okay, he was, but my theory, which is why I told you you need to watch these teasers, is that Taemin is some sort of like god or like devil or something, and he's pulling these members into a separate dimension because with Baekhyun he woke up in a room full of robots and he was being monitored, and then with Ten and Taeyong got pulled into the movie that he was watching. Ten got pulled into the mirror he was watching, and each time something happened to them there would be a flash of a scene of Taemin, and then like Lucas walked into the office building, rode the elevator numbers started going crazy, and he got lost in the office building, and then he got lost in that mirror room. So I think he slipped into some weird like wormhole, and then Mark was curious about that box. He walked into the room, he kept staring at the box, and then he looked in the box, and I think he got pulled into the box. And the only one that made it out was Kai. I think Kai slipped in without knowing, and Taemin like pulled him in, and he didn't notice. And then all of a sudden, because he has his exo power, when the cars started falling, as he was like dancing, he like figured out something was wrong, and he looked up and he saw the cars falling, and
Mhm.
then he like teleported out. He used his exo power to teleport out, which I thought was
Listen,
really
I have no
cool.
idea what's gonna happen. I don't know how they're gonna mix in powers with people with no powers. I think that's unfair, but I'm here for it. I'm just gonna wait and see what's happening. Taemin, listen, this group, everybody's fine. It don't make no sense how fine everybody is. They know they're fine. They know they're cool. It shows in the teasers, and I'm ready. I'm ready. That's all I have to say.
I am too. I am too. I'm glad you enjoyed the teasers though, because this was definitely something that I only really watched the teasers for groups that I
Mhm.
really like, not really new groups or about to debut groups. And even though this group is comprised of members that are from other groups, I still was like, I'm not gonna watch it. And I don't think I watched until Ten's teaser came out because I like Taeyong, Ten, and Lucas
Mhm.
from NCT 127 and Wavy. And so when Ten's teaser came out, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna watch it. And at that point I was like, oh my gosh,
Teasers
this is
are
so
so
cool. I've never
good.
been this
They are
excited.
so good. Like when no shade, but shade. When SM really wants to like push a group, they're gonna do that. And they do
When
it
they do it
to a
right,
T.
yeah, when SM does something
Yeah,
right, they
which
do
is
it right.
pretty sad. Like have that same energy for everybody. Because you know how cool it would be if everybody had that
With
same
everybody, yeah,
energy?
please have that. Well, do you know how cool the concept of NCT would be if SM could figure out what the heck
Well,
they were doing?
maybe if they knew what they were doing about
We'll have to talk about that in a different episode.
XO, maybe if they just got it together with XO, maybe they wouldn't have such a hard time.
That's where the problems started to appear.
Hon honestly, lots of shade. I cannot wait to talk about these companies, but especially with TS,
Oh, yeah.
that's a lot of tea. But I guess we'll save that for another time.
Yes, we have to. So since this episode came out so long, we're just gonna take a homework break like we have been for the last couple episodes. Because we don't wanna talk everybody's ear off for 2 hours.
No, we don't. We do not want that until you
So
guys want that.
we'll pick up your homework assignments next time. I also have to brainstorm and see like what even to introduce you to anyway.
Yay!
So we'll have homework next time.
All right. But in the meantime, you guys can follow us on Twitter, add us on Twitter about what you guys think, what other groups should we consider for the future music videos that come for your neck? Or what else would you suggest?
Tell us if there's topics you want us to talk
Oh,
about, or
yeah.
if there's even videos in this that we missed and you want to discuss, because we will talk about them with you on Twitter. We would gladly do
Yeah,
that.
depending on when this this podcast comes out, SM is going to be out already. And
So discuss that with us when you hear this.
oh yeah, we'll just bring it up again and just be like K-pop PTSD or something. But I guess we're just going to end it here. So we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye. Thank you for listening.
Bye.